audiences are calling Bob Marley triumphant and exhilarating. It's the perfect movie for the perfect time.
Let me pull this over. There we go. Alrighty. My camera's white balance is a bit off. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Figure video. There we go. It helps to keep my motions going. Not emotions, but like my physical body motions. Let me turn this down a bit. And then go into Streamlabs. Let's give us a little bit of music here. There we go. Okay. Ooh, turn my mic down a bit. I might be overloading. Alrighty. So, start this off. Hey everybody, how's it going? How's everybody pulling up? Everybody holding up? My name is Chris. I am with AGLgames. And we are going to jump right back into making the RPG project. Now, I'd streamed yesterday, but I was an idiot and didn't store the broadcast because I'm dumb. So, and I made a whole bunch of other monster objects after we were done. Fully coded, fully scripted, the whole works. And right now we are finishing off most of the undead by working on this mage thing. So this is going to be interesting. What I basically did is I'll go ahead and give you guys a show of some of the cool visual stuff I added. It'll take a second. So you can see I kind of put fire as part of his head. I might tilt that back a bit or find a way to make it like go up in real time. Or I might just keep it like it is because that's still pretty cool. I don't think I need to... Oops, I hit the button twice. Alright, so now we need to create like a magic missile kind of thing, like a burst magic thing. So we are going to jump into that. Oops. Yeah, you got to see my RuneScape background there for a second. I'm going to pop on YouTube on my phone so I can keep a better track of chats. Turn my volume all the goddamn way down. There. Just, it's easier for me to keep an eye on chats if I keep everything off to the side. Alright. So we need to create a magic missile kind of object. So we are going to... Yeah, we're just going to create a very basic set of magic missiles. So first we're going to create an empty object. Whoops. Create empty. It's going to be the direction it goes. And we're just going to label this... I'm going to move my mic over just a little bit and then twist it. There we go. Put everything else over here. Just keep it out the way. This way I have at least moderate access to my keyboard. My desk is a little bit of a mess, so I keep thinking my camera's over there. My desk is a bit of a mess, so everything is kind of jumbled right now. Because I've got my mic, it's at the very edge of the table, one small hit and it goes flying down, up against my keyboard, which is up against my cat's urn, which is up against my screen. So it's like a big mess right there. And I have no plans of changing any of that. Yeah, so we're going to label that missile, and then we are going to add in a sphere. Obviously greatly reduce that. How big do we want it to be? Not too big. We'll be at... Put it right there. Now we're going to create a sort of magic material. Let's go into here. NPCs, monsters, monster objects, undead. Let's just create it in there. On the material. I'm just going to set this right here just to keep it out of my way for now. I'm pretty sure you guys can still hear me just fine anyway. Let's just put it arcane material, because there will be other things that'll be exactly that same material. And we're going to make this transparent, turn it purple. Let's make it a little bit like more fierce looking purple. Turn the smoothness down and turn the opacity to about there. So we can still see through it, but it's still very much so visible. Alrighty, so now we are going to create, inside this sphere, we're going to create another empty. Smaller missile object. This, we are going to do basically the same thing, but we're going to create them into smaller spheres. Small missile A. And we're going to move this thing up to about right there. And of course shrink the hell out of it. And add this thing to it. Looks about decent. Alright, so this is directly up. This is going to be the difficult pain in the ass part because it's now got to be perfect in a sense. So now we got to make it to be about right there, and then do this over to here. It's about right. Looks about right. This one needs to come down. This needs to come over just a slight bit. It looks okay. Well, this one could probably come over just a little bit. There we go. Oh, riggedy roos. And now the fun part is with each of these circles, we are going to add a particle effect. Don't know why they're coming out purple. We're going to turn off the renderer, instead pull out trails. That's a little rough. Never mind. Let's remove this system here. That was a bit stupid. Trail renderer. Okay. And we are going to add the default. That's a terrain. Let's go in here, create material. Let's call it trail. For the albedo, default particle, and set it to fade. So let's go to all these missile objects, set it to that. I don't think this is what I want to do. This is a bit weird still. Yes, let's go ahead and remove that. This was working before whenever I last did it just fine. But it's okay, that's what experimentation is for. Let's set it to transparent, see if that helps. Cutout. Not what we want to do. I think that a problem has occurred. because that default particle is not supposed to be that way. Alrighty. We're going to just turn everything in this project off. This might take a second. Turn all of that off. Turn all the standard assets off until we find what we're looking for. Flashlight, projectors, environment, all the sorts of different trees. The utility nonsense. Vehicles. Tell you what, I got a better idea. I'm going to pull this off to the side here. This has certainly been on the bad side here. Let's create a regular particle system. There we go. Let's go here. Let's just go to all of them here. There we go. That's better. That's what we wanted. We'll add trails. All right. And the renderer. Okay. It's not giving me the option. I might have to do it one at a time. Yeah, I'll have to do it one at a time. That's interesting right there. That's even cooler. It's not. This is the default line. We'll have that be it. But for the trail size, let's take these other two and shut them off for a second. So we just have the one. Ratio, lifetime, minimum vertex distance, 0.1. See if that changes anything. Probably not. Width over trail, 0.5. Point. No double points. 0.1. There we go. Let's spin this one, see what happens. Okay, so we are going to set this. Where's the stretch? World space. There we go. There we go. Alright. Do not die with the particles, please. Lifetime. Let's set it to 0.5. It's looking a little iffy there, but they are fading out, so that's good. Let's take the missiles, take the particle system off, and instead add a trail. Trail renderer. Default line. Let's put it to 1. The width needs to be brought down. A little bit more than that. It's better. Let's see if we can change it to this. See what happens. That does look a bit better. There we go. Turn these things back on. Turn their particle systems off. Set their position back to that. Take missile A. Take its trail renderer. Copy component. Paste component is new. Let's take the missile, move it forward. Let's see if there is a line that more accurately reflects what I'm trying to get it to do. See if that helps. Wrong material to set. That's better. Much better. Alright. Color. Let me go up to this material again. Doink. Copy. Whoops. There we go. See if that helps change it. Still nothing. Alright. Damn. Let's duplicate that, see if that helps. Arcane Trail. I don't care that I didn't spell it right at all. There we go. That might help. Let's test it. There we go. Better. A little bit better. Yeah. So let's go into this trail. Brighten it all the way up. But brighten it up ever so slightly there. There we go. Then we're going to add one, the exact same kind, to the center sphere. Okay. There we go. All right. Then we go to the center sphere, add our rotation script. Set the speed to 2. No, that goes way too fast. Set it to 1. Have it rotate 360 degrees. There we go. Just to test this out. It looks about right. And of course, one thing we want is to make sure none of these things cast a shadow. Go there in here, cast shadows off. And then for all of these things, cast shadows off. Okay. We don't want them to be actual physical objects. There we go. Now we do want to have, I think I want the trails to be just a, you know, instead of a big trail for this guy, remove that component. And then we will add a system. There we go. And we're going to set the renderer to default. Where are you? It's a dungeon particle thingy. Make it the big default particle. That is my phone dinging. Oh, it's just letting me know that there's not a lot of space on my phone anymore. So we are going to adjust it. This is also how you make a quick flamethrower if you ever wanted to do that. Just with something quick without any issue. I'll go to shape. Have it set to one little spot there. And yoink. And I don't want it to be too fast or too big. So we're going to set the speed to, what is it, 0.5. And we're going to set it to 1. There we go. Then we're going to do the size over lifetime. Take this and angle it upwards a bit. It depends. This all depends on how big you actually want your fire to be. How you want it to be. Set the start size. Set it to 2. No. 1.3. There we go. And for this, we are going to set the size up a bit so it's about the same size as the ball itself. Alright. And for the speed, random between 2 constants. Set the so it's at speed 1, random between 2 constants, 1 and 0.2. Let's set it to 1 and 0.5. 1 and 0.8. That might be better. There we go. It's a little bit better. Now we're going to go into color over a lifetime. And make this one just a bit brighter. I'm going to push it over just a bit. And we're going to set the Scaling mode, not scaling mode, simulation space to world. I really don't like how that looks. Yeah, not a fan of how that looks, actually, now that I look at it. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really liking that. So let's change that. How do I change that? Tell you what, we are going to remove it and make a trail again, but we're going to make the trail just a little bit different than the others. Alright. Let's see how this looks now. That looks a bit better. We're going to change the width on that one, though. Nah. Set it to right about there. Nah, we will change it to the default particle that it was. There, that way it's a little bit bigger, a little more prominent than the others are. See if this helps a little bit. It does. That does help. Alright, so that works. Let's set this back to where it should be. There's the full missile object right there. And we are going to add the projectile. Set the speed to... Let's see what the dart or arrow is set to here. Arrow test. Speed is set to 20. So we're going to set you to 10. Whoops. See how fast it goes. And what it ultimately looks like. That is way too fast. Set your speed to 5. Go down in increments. Alright, let's go to full screen it. That way we can get a better view. That looks pretty cool. I do want to increase the width of the trails here, though. Put them right to about there. See how that looks. That's better. Okay. So we're going to go back into the monsters and stuff. We're going to set this missile right there. And then remove it from the scene. Yoink. Oh, shit, wait. I'm going to want a... let's put it back out there. Let's shrink the sphere collider just slightly. There we go. Oh, rigamaroo. That'd be that. Rigid body. Does not use gravity. There we go. It is collider, all that good jazz. Let's just put the overrides on and then delete that. And then we're going to go to the Mystic Skeleton, enemy combat, projectile. Yoink. Okay. What's the damage output on this thing? 5. Let's set it to 1. Or, no, that's the speed. Let's set the damage to 1 just so we can see everything. I don't want those trails to dissipate. So here's what we're going to do. I've done something like this before, so it always takes a minute. Okay. Okie dokie 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 doo. Alright. We'll pull this thing back out into the world. We are going to go into the projectile script, and then we're going to create how do I want to do that? I haven't done this in a little while now that I think about it. As a matter of fact, give me just a sec. I might actually be able to do something here. Give me just a second. I'm going to be going till about 2:30 again, because I am going to be going skating before I go to D&D tonight. If you couldn't tell by the hat. Let's see. I have notifications. I didn't notice that. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm setting some stuff up real quick. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Hopefully that'll go through. Let me delete that. That was an accident. Oh, ready? Anybody in it? There we go. That's better. Alrighty, so here's what I can do. I can take the orb thingies and put objects on them, have those detach. There, yeah, we'll do that. We'll set them as transforms. trail objects dot set parent. Oh, I'm an idiot. I just woke up a bit ago, so yeah, things happen. Alrighty, there we go. Parent equal to null. Oops, duh, I'm an idiot. Alrighty. And we're going to go to the actual missile here. Auto-destruct. Let's see if that works completely for these. That'll do. Okay. I'm going to need to mark another bool. All right. Let me take this, set this at the very end. I'm going to take this. There we go. I'm going to create empties in all of them. Let's call them T objects. And then we're going to take the trails. And we're going to remove them and add them here. And then we're going to override that. And with that, we're going to put has trail objects. There we go. I'm going to put that over to here because I want it to hit me and I want to be able to monitor it. We need to create another empty for this as well. Let's go to this thing. Oh, need to turn this off. And set it to auto-destruct as well. Copy component and remove. There we go. Let's go up to the missile again and put big trail right there. We are going to turn the big mystic skeleton off. And we're going to just watch to make sure this does its thing. Okay, so put it on focused. There we go. Perfect. Very much so perfect. Works exactly as we want it to. So with that said, overrides, apply all, and delete. Turn the Mystic Skeleton on. Alright, so for this, is there not a collision on this little building here? Probably not. Yeah, let's put a mesh collider, make it convex. This way I can move out of the way, and it will show me if it's been hit. Doink. Good, good, good. Now there's a particle effect that I like here. Let's see. Explosion. Is there a hit one? It's a little much. I just put that one, didn't I, out there? That's a firewall. Impacts. There we go. Put that right there. Let's play that again. So I think this one here is going to be the better one. Let's put the game object there. Call it burst. Not the quaternion identity. There we go. Wait. Alrighty. Now this impact in general, I want to have it destroy. Stop action, destroy. There we go. Pull the missile out here. Have the impact. Yoink. Color over lifetime. Oh, I really like that. This is going to be much darker purple. Okay, that's good. Now let's set the override and delete that. See what happens when it hits me. Wow, that looks cool. That is really cool. I know there's multiple parts here. Let's put the ring. Color over lifetime. And let's set this to a purple. There we go. The glow. Color the flare. There is a color over lifetime. As a matter of fact, copy that, flare, paste. There we go. Turn the light off. We don't need the light. Display the whole thing. Ring. The ring is the one that needs to change. Let's try that. That's better. Now, let's decrease its size ever so slightly. There we go. All right. Let's set that right there. Now let's go to the missile. And there we go. I wanted to turn the glow off because there's no point in having that, and it'll really, really mess up some stuff. Still too big. Don't get me wrong, it's flashy as all hell, but glow, paste, flare, white light. Let's play that again. How big is that? That's really big. Holy shit. That's better. There we go. Alright, now let's test it out. I don't want it to be huge, but it's got to be noticeable. Still too big. So let's create an empty. This is being a bit irritating, but hey. It's pretty big. Let's go to 0.3, 0.3. Oh, I said that set to 3. Whoops. That'll be a pain in the ass. Oh, I'm doing stuff incredibly stupid. Okay. What's the start size for that? It's 2. Say, oh, wow, 6. Ugh. Oh, this is turning out to be a bit more of a pain in the ass than I wanted it to be. So we're going to set this to 1, 1, and 1. We're going to break this down size to 2. Just going to break everything down to about 2-ish. About half, a little more than half. The glow is set at 6. We're going to set the glow to 3. And the flare, 12. No, not 12. God. 6. Let's play the whole thing, see what happens. Alright. Let's try the overrides there. Let's just see how it looks. Still too big. Holy shit, the thing's massive. I'm not going to make the jokes. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is it still set to the wrong one? That's the goddamn problem. The missile's not set to the purple one. Now let's try. Still too damn big. What the hell? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That should help. Better. Let's take the growing impact thing and really, like, make it small. I just want it to be barely any kind of flash. As a matter of fact, the glow, let's turn that off and play the whole thing. That'll do. Let's try that. Excuse me. Oh, I double-clicked it. There's that flare still, which I do not want to occur. Is there a light on it? Point light. Keep that turned off. Glow. Ring. Turn it off. So let's set that now. Apply all. There we go, that's better. Let's go over here and have him hit that. That's much better. That looks good. Now we've got a problem with the player, because the entirety of his object should be changing color. Player stats, player mesh. We have the helmet, so now we have the head. Here we go. So we have the hair and the beard, as well as the head. Where's the head? Where's the head? Body, boots, gauntlets. There we go. Head. Let's save all this so it doesn't crash, because I don't want it to Stack Overflow in case I fuck something up. And for that, we're just going to take the helmet off. There we go. There we go. Better. Everything but the weapons should light up. There you go. Yeah, you can equip and unequip the helmet. That's just a little quality of life thing I added. Nothing crazy. Okay. Alright, so that should be alright. What's that? Oh. Okay. Just a notification on my phone. I think the camera's there. No notification on the phone. So that seems to be working alright. You know, peachy keen. Perfect. Alright. So this Mystic Undead We're going to go to just Mystic Undead. Mystic Skeleton A. So monster prefabs. Do I have them set? No. Mystic Skeleton A. And now we're going to set for Mystic Skeleton B here. Now all we're going to do for this Mystic Skeleton B is just change some visual aspects. So for instance, the torso part, we got the Rustic Undead. We're going to duplicate that into Rustic Undead 3. Alright, and for that, we're going to put it on there just to test everything out. The metallic color, we're going to set to a yellowy color, which really isn't going to help much at all, but, you know, it's there. Go down now into the cloth settings, set the cloth's color to a red. What color is he set at? Rustic Undead 2. Okay, so we're set right there. Rustic Undead 3. Awesome. So now we can adjust as needed. Metallic color, will that change anything? No. So it's pretty much just the cloth colors here. Set this cloth color to white, because why the hell not? And we'll set the leather color to black, just to make him stand out. Set this other cloth color to... Nope, wrong one. It's this leather color we want to set out. Have that be a nice bright red. I think that'll help him stand out. And obviously change his hands color. Oh, that came with the thing. Okay. And for him, we are going to need to go to his stats. Let's player enemy stats is going to be right there. Rustic Undead 3. There we go. And now we change the staff. Not too hard to do. Nah, definitely not that. Let's change him to... No, definitely don't want him to have a cool looking staff. No. Definitely not. There we go. That'll do. So we're going to shrink that down. And as for the box collider that's attached to this thing, just as a safety switch, we're going to move this down a bit more. Just decrease its size a good bit. Now, the box collider generally doesn't matter because he's going to be casting spells, but for sanity's sake, we're going to have that set to right there, and then to right there. It doesn't really matter too much, but hey. Oh, God, no. Nah. It's all the same. Okay. I like the red. We're going to keep it with that. And take the staff. And we are going to tilt it slightly to better fit in the hand. There we go. Now let's see how this works. How it looks, I should say. We do want to increase the bottom length a bit because we don't want to increase much else. There we go. See how that looks. I don't mind that it stretches slightly. That looks about okay. Now let's see in terms of... Awesome. Awesome. Looks great. Alright. Mystic Skeleton A. And Mystic Skeleton B. Alright, so we've got two variants, if I can squeak, we've got two variants of every type of standard undead you can count into the main deal. Alrighty. So that looks about good. That looks about really good. Alright. So now comes the big fun part. We're going to take the Armored Undead, because that's pretty well done. And we're going to make it the big boss of the dungeon, the Praesidium. A Praesidium is like a defender or protector in terms of Latin, and that's kind of what these guys are originally designed to do. With that said, these boys need to be big. A. Praesidium A. Alright. And for this, these guys need to be, like, dangerous looking. So we're going to switch the helmet. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to have it be the... Will that help? That actually looks intimidating as fuck. Let's do it. Alright, so let's change his armor as well, the way it looks. That's bad. That's actually not the one we want. Definitely not the one we want. This is going into NPCs that aren't set to anything good. Yeah, these are NPCs that I don't want to use for that. So let's go to armor. Oops. That's the women's. Don't want the women's for sake of size. There's the men's. And there's that one. It's a regular body. Definitely not something we want. It's skeleton body. I don't know why I said it like that. There's the female body. Male, male. Not. Oh, that's the other thing. Okay, so this is the interesting part, I guess. Let's see. Let's go into the actual bits. This is all female armor. Yeah, that's all getting into female armor. Yeah, that's still screwy. Oops, wrong one. Still not right. Why is that not doing it? It's still the male armor there. Why is it not doing the thing? Huh. That ain't right. Interesting, 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 interesting. Whoops. Don't know why that happened. I think I might need a new mouse. Let's turn that body off. Turn this body on. That's just the regular bones. And that's wrong. It's also wrong. That is also innately wrong. Very wrong. Doubly so wrong. I don't know why this is acting the way it is. It's interesting, 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 interesting. I'm trying to set up... Oh, I see what this is doing. I see what this is doing. Okay. We're going to turn that off. And instead... Well, I don't know what I want to do, actually. Because that head works just fine. With other... See, it works just fine with that. But for some reason... Well, of course it's going to work just fine with that. What else would it do? Because it's a separate piece. Let's take a look at him. See if the neck and everything moves. No, the neck doesn't move. Okay. Don't know what I'm going to do on that front there. Tell you what, let's just go to the regular plated armor. This might end up having to be something I fix later on, which is fine. There we go. Now let's set it back to what it was before. There we go. All right. There we go. That'll do for now. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. And the Praesidium is actually going to have multiple different weapons. Oh, man. Actually, I think I already created a Praesidium. There we go. Melee Praesidium right there. Let's go ahead and just delete this guy. Alright. What kind of armor is that right there? Armor's material. Okay, okay, okay. Let's set this to Rustic Undead. Just to get everything moving. Yeah, it doesn't even create much of a problem there in terms of color. God damn it. I think I might need a mouse. And set this to there. There we go. There's the skull. So yeah, it looks like we got a full Praesidium there. And of course he is Big Boy. What the hell was that? Okay, I see what I did now. There we go. Just need to do that, and then that. There we go. Looking spiffy there. And I do want to change the head look. Or do I? Let's duplicate that and set that to the mask that we had earlier. Doink. Okay. Not doing a good. Let's delete that. Alright, so let's go to the headpiece here. Head. There we go. Okay, so I do have a helm piece. Okay, so there is full-on helmet piece there. So let's set this to... Where is it at? Does it work with that? Definitely does not. Jesus Christ, man. It works with that helm. Easy enough. Where's the hood? There it is. Huh. That is very much so off in terms of looks. So we are instead not going to give that bitch a hairstyle. God. Although it would be funny if we did. A skeleton with hair. You know, imagine that weird and gross that would be. There we go. Give him that helm. It kind of fits. And with that helm, we're going to add some horns. What's this? Oh, that's like a horn that attaches to something. Head. Okay. I can see where that's going to look like something else, so we're going to do that, because I do not want it looking a whole lot like that helmet, the Dragonborn helmet from, what is it, Skyrim. Oh, wrong one. Ever so slightly. And then we are going to invert it. We need to do that on the y-axis, actually. Oh, shit. Duplicate. There we go. Give the old bitch some horns. This needs to be tilted down slightly. How does it look? Spiffy as fuck, my guys. Alright. Let's keep everything rustic undead. Unless we want to do that. That would probably be better for Rustic Undead 3 to make him stand out a bit. And of course change the whole skull bit. Just to make him stand out. So you may be wondering, why does he have... God, I keep looking over there. Why does he have an axe and a skull in his hand? Well... Praesidiums are going to have 3 phases. They're going to have the regular, do their primary combat phase, and then throw an axe if you're out of range, and then, until they can close the gap. And then there's going to be the second phase is where they get enraged, and they start dealing more damage, start attacking a little faster. And then there's going to be a third phase where they're going to do something funky as hell, where they're going to do something, like something's going to be different with each of them. Like for the melee Praesidium, he's eventually just going to rip his head off and throw it at you, and that head is, if it hits you, is going to stun you for a few seconds, long enough for him to run up and just whack you with his sword really hard. Allergies are starting to kick me a little bit. Alrighty, so Rageful Praesidium, melee, so let's create an empty now. Praesidium... prototype. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take this and move it all the way up there. Alright, and for this, we are going to need to create a whole new animation set. But we are going to undead base melee and put that there. Just give him the basic melee, and then we're going to duplicate it and have it strictly set to be Praesidium. Or melee Praesidium. Alright. Okie dokie. So that looks moderately decent on all fronts. How big is he compared to the player? Oh, big boy needs to be bigger. Big boy need to be bigger. There we go. That's about good. Makes him threatening. And with that, we need to actually adjust a few things before we do anything else. So give me the sword. Take off the mesh collider. Add a box collider. This box collider is pretty, chunky. But let's make his box a little bit bigger. Just a bit bigger. There we go. He's a big boy. He's going to be swinging big sword. Alright, so that's that. This axe is going to be strictly just like visual. So let's actually take it and turn off the mesh collider. We need to take the sword and turn the rigid body, freeze position. Is gravity, is kinematic. There we go. That way it avoids all physics. Turn the box collider on. Enemy weapon script. Damage, 10. Box collider. Sword. Then we're going to go turn in the Praesidium. Skeleton. Give him all the goods. Or is he already set with that? No, he is not set with that. So we're going to go into the skeleton. Turn all of his stuff down here. Go into the skeleton, give him enemy movement. There we go. Take enemy stats, copy component. Paste component is new. Continue on with this stuff. Take the capsule collider, copy component. There we go. The reason it's set a little higher so the player can't like jump and get on top of him and totally fuck up. We need to set him to enemy. Well, I need to do that with all of them, so we'll worry about that later. Nav mesh, Praesidium prototype, and then rigid body, copy component. This way, when the player swings and it hits, it actually does stuff. And then we are going to go into skeleton enemy B. I think I've got that enemy combat set for him. No, I do not. Copy component. Praesidium. Paste. Alright, so we need to take Praesidium object. He will have a range spot, but we'll worry about that later. We need to go here to male Praesidium. There we go. We're going to take this sword. Yoink. Movement. Set the Praesidium there. His attack distance needs to be a little bit more, so we're 2.3. And the prototype thing... Knockback chance, enemy movement, stopping distance, set it to 2 just for safety's sake. We need to set the attack distance. Do we? Attack distance is already set. Alright, here comes the fun part. We need to look up what his stuff all is. Rustic Undead 3. Rustic Undead 3. Alright, so now this is the fun part. Set that there. And now we need to go into the bone horn. So that does not have a mesh renderer. Oh. Alright. Skinned mesh renderer. Whoops. Wrong fucking one. Remove component. There we go. Let's revert. There we go. Skin to mesh. Jesus, come on, guy. This might cause the mesh to not render in the player if your mesh does not have either bone weights with bind pose. Let's go to him. God damn it. Alright. It doesn't really need to render with the player. Let's see if that helps in terms of looks. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. I don't care about the problems. At least not right now. We'll worry about all that nonsense later. Let's lock that in. Bonehorn. Bonehorn 1. Okay. Now we go into all the fun tiddly bits. So we have the body, the boots, already did the helmet, gauntlets, head, and legs. There we go. So all that's set. Nav mesh agent. There you go. I think that's all set for that one. And there we go. Let's get them to look right. Hit me one more time. Get the whole... There we go. Yep. Prosidium prototype. Prosidium, not Prosidium. Alright. Okay. I think we should take a break for right now because my butt's starting to hurt despite having a really nice chair. That and I'm a little hungry. So we will be back in just a little bit. Let's take a quick break. I'll still leave everything looking good and pretty. I will see you guys in a second. Alright. We're back. All the good shit. Alrighty. We're going to get right back into modeling the Praesidium. Okay. So the combat idol for this particular one. Two-handed swing. Oh, we want to turn the lock off here. Alright. So we're going to go into here. Shit, I'm an idiot. See, warrior, mage, warrior, knight. Tons of idols. Where's that one standing idol? There we go. Let's take a look at this. Let's pull this up so I can see it better. Definitely don't want that one. There we go. We'll have that set for that one there. There we go. Standing idol. And his primary attack. Standing. Block idol. Disarm over shoulder. Melee attack downward. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, no, don't want that. Nah, that one looks too weird. Nah. Melee attack kick. Combo attack. Attack 360. Pack backslash. That should work. Nah, I don't want it to go too far out. That'll do. That's a backhand. And we're gonna go 360 attack. And we're gonna take this, duplicate it, and Praesidium strike. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. And sit there to damage. And then set it to there to damage over. And for safety and sanity's sake, we're going to set this speed to 0.8. Oh no, one seems to be alright. Moving. Walk forward. That's Archer. Hell no. Let's see. Standing walk right, standing walk left in place, walk left, forward in place, forward, forward in place. There we go. That seems very deliberate. Praesidium walk. Yeah, this will be good. Alrighty. Gonna go to you and set right there. Oh, that's villager. Praesidium walk. Damage over. Riggedy, riggedy, rigmaroo. Alright. So that's Praesidium Strike, Combat Idle, Idle State. Alrighty. Let's see what this one looks like. That'll be good. That'll be alright. Just for sanity. So that should all be good. Let's take a look at them. Something is askew. Right there. It is Collider. We might need to set the Praesidium's thing to not apply the root motion. I don't know why that's not working like that. Let's go to the sword. Is there anything I need to do? Let's see if this works. Because kinematic will avoid all physics interactions, and I don't want that. No. Huh. Is it going through the player? Yeah, it's going through him. Wait, did I... Oh, I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong. I have it set to damage over, and I shouldn't. Praesidium Strike. There we go. Damage. Aye. There we go. That's better. Now let's try it out. All I need to know is just watch this health bar hit. Oh, hold on. Huh. This isn't right. Let's see if that helps. Still nothing. What the hell? Huh. Praesidium Strike. Let's set that there. This isn't right. There we go. There we go. But it's knocking me forward when it shouldn't. Let's watch him a bit here. Because it is knocking me forward. See if the root motion will assist. Let me check the skull. Does the skull have a... Yeah, it's got a mesh collider. That's the problem. These are not supposed to have colliders. Okay. Okay, let's go to this. Turn apply root motions off. So that seems to be working fairly well. Let's go to the Praesidium, set him to enemy type, so we can knock some teeth in. Excuse me. That's not right. Ew. That was not a smart. Let's go to you. Let's copy these. That was dumb. Paste. Alright, enemy hit. Rustic Undead 3. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we do need to change some stuff here. Combat. Attack distance. We'll set it to 2.1. Prototype. Let's see. So there's still a dumb there. I don't know why that happened. That's not supposed to be right because he's still moving. Let me expand this a bit. Does it have set as an... It's got an exit time, all right. Yeah, that's not right. I think that has more to do with the script than it does the actual enemy. Let's make sure everything is set properly. That's the problem there. Undead basic melee. Melee Praesidium. I thought I was doing it on the right one. Well, we got that working. Let's go into the enemy combat. That whole fucking mess. Okay. Can't believe I did that. Alright. If it's not attacking, I might have attack interval. Okay. Attack timer. It might be the attack timer part. Yep. Let's see. If distance is there, if it is not attacking, let's see. That is, it's the attacking part. Center equal to attack distance, else if it is attacking. So it might be in the enemy movement here. Let's set it to 15. See if that helps. See if that helps at all, which probably won't. Why is it doing that? It's not supposed to do that. That's the problem. It's going outside of the current distance. So it's in the enemy combat bit. Less than or equal to attack distance. So it's this one right here. Else, if it is attacking, okay. So it might be in the enemy movement, maybe? Because that's a problem. I don't know what's causing that. What scripts are attached to this bastard that I need to look at? Stats, movement. Let's try stats. Maybe that'll help. Bounty trigger, hit flash. Huh. See what damage overstates. Attacking equals false. There we go. Okay. That's what we need to do. Need to remove that. That's probably good. I keep looking over there. That's probably going to be the part that helps. Okay, what now? Damage over. Okay. Whoops. Alright, so attacking will equal false. I guess. Let's add a new one. There we go. There we go. It's been months since I've touched these scripts at all, so yeah. Enemy weapons, see if that helps at all. Okay, enemy combat. Wait a minute, okay. Attack over. Okay. There we go. Now let's see how many problems this causes. Nothing. Fantastic. Alright. So this means we need to go into every goddamn script and fix it, which I got about an hour, so let's go ahead and do that. Male Praesidium, melee Praesidium. Is this going to be a female one? Undead basic melee, idle state. Combat idle, standing idle. Alright, there we go. This event is going to be damage over. Alright, so let's try this now. Wait. Fuck. Yeah, we need to fix that. Attack A, Praesidium Strike. Can damage over. Attack over. Okay. Let's see how this works now. That's not right. Moving. Might need to mess with that too. That's damage over. Let's go to combat idle, standing idle. Damage over. Set another one there. Attack over. Okay, let's see if that helps. Probably won't, knowing me. What in the Sam Hill fuck? Huh. Huh. Let's see if that properly does it there. So, damage over. Okay. Don't know why this is being annoying. Oh. Ah, dumb. I will be dumb. Wait. I'm stupid. Like, I'm really stupid. It was something so stupid and simple. Okay. Interesting. That was weird. He stood in place for a second there. Let's try that again. There we go. So for this one's death, I guess, we're going to set that speed to 0.7 because we want him to take a bit to fall. Can't believe I fucking did this. Okay. Okay. Now we take undead basic melee and fucking change it. Alright. Fucking hell. Okay. I've done this like 10 times already, and it's annoying me. Okay. What's that? Alrighty. Alright, skeleton. God, I can't believe I did that. Alright. This means I'm going to need to pull out all of the melee skeletons again and do it. But as it stands, Prosidium prototype is... Prosidium, set you there. Which one do I have out there right now? Skeleton enemy B. Okay. And skeleton enemy A. Let's go to your problem here. Anyway, let's apply all to the override. Let's try this bastard back here and apply all to the override. Can't believe I did that again. Alright, so that should be all the enemies animated, coded, ready to roll. Well, no. Alright, so we need to fix a bunch of shit here. Enemy skull idle, open. Village idle. Enemy skull idle. Yoink. Damage over. As well as we need to double up. Attack over. Let's see. Attack. Alright, let's put you there. Is this read only? Yeah, that's read only. Okay. So let's pick it out. Okay. Edit. Events. What's this? Damage. There we go. Put another one there. Attack over. Let's apply. Alright. That one should work just fine. Now we got to take the armored undead. Armored skeleton. What's your animator, good sir? Attack. First we're going to go to combat idle. Armored undead attack. So we've got damage. Got it. Hit. Damage over. Attack over. And now we need to go to your base combat idle. Let's see. Armored Scale idle. Damage over. Attack over. That should be good. No, because we got to do the Mystic ones too. So let's just override. No overrides. No overrides. No overrides. We also got to do the ghosts. It's all right. Let's turn the Praesidium all the way down. Mystic Skull A. Let's just pull him out. Mystic Undead. Alright. Pull you up. Go to your combat idle. Skill Mage idle. Damage over. DMG over. Attack over. Okay. I'm going to go into ranged attack. Undead Mage cast. And we've got fire projectile. Okay. So at this point, so that works just fine, actually. At least I think it does. Let's test it and see how far out we can get before he starts to move. Okay, so his problem is that he's doing that. He is still moving even mid-cast. He shouldn't be. Okay. Attack, damage, fire projectile. Okay. Attacking equals true. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now let's test that out. Alright. Okay, so that's a problem. Very much so a problem. Let's go into this, see if we can't pull up damage over. Yeah, those are right. Let's go into Skill Mage, Undead Mage Cast. Wait, is it the combat idol that we're looking at? Yep, that's the problem. Damage over. Attack over. Damage over. Okay. That should work now. Good. Ow. Yeah, let's go into the animator here. Let's shorten it. There we go. There we go. Shorten the time. It's got the helmet and everything on, even though he doesn't wear a helmet. Ow. I think the reason he's moving like that is because the Praesidium's pushing him. So let's turn the Praesidium off. So... Ow. Ow. So that all works. Okay. Apply all. Mystic Skeleton. No overrides needed. All basic enemies. I keep thinking my camera's over there. All basic enemies, coded, set up. All that nonsense is over. Man, that took way too long. That's the joy of being a coder, being a programmer, being a game developer. All your shit just takes forever, and God forbid you make one mistake. You have to go backwards and correct everything out in there. And that's annoying as shit. Anyway, I think now we should work on the Praesidium's... Well, I have it set to where the melee damage or melee focused enemies will run up and do melee. Ranged enemies will do ranged. Magic will do ranged as well. I think I'm going to have to work on the code a bit to make the melee dudes have an option for ranged. I do this as if that's my mime for melee. Mainly because I always imagine like a two-handed sword going, Eek! That kind of thing. Let's see. Let's go into the enemy combat code. Add a new bool into there. Do I have isBoss on there? Yes, isBoss is fine. Let's see, if distance is less than or equal to attack distance, else. How am I going to work that one in? Let's talk. Yeah, he's still going to stay in there. We're going to observe something real quick. Praesidium prototype. This attack interval. Oops. Whoa, that was weird. Why did he hold still there for a second? Why is he holding still there? Let's see. Attack range equals false. There we go. Let's see if that works. Because that was a problem. It was putting him in attack range whenever he shouldn't have been. I know my code's not exactly the cleanest thing in the world, but if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Okay. What's his problem? That's going to be probably the enemy movement. Distance. Because when he's outside of there, that probably will have me want to look into this here. Let's try that. Let's take a goose and a gander here just by going straight down here. That's not right. Let's see. Let's take a look at this and turn that on for just a split. Okay, maybe not. Let's turn that off real quick. Maybe that'll help. Because the enemy combat is set to function on its own in that regard. These mistakes are early, like we're put in early in coding. Okay, it's vibrating when it shouldn't. What's the deal here? This needs to be shut off. That's the problem. But what is the deal? I'm in the enemy movement here. Might it be in the enemy stats? No, that's not going to be in the enemy stats. Enemy combat. Shit. Having a bit of issue. If anybody can figure that out, please let me know. That's a damn problem. He's stuck. Enemy movement is true. Attack range equals false. Base speed. Base speed is 3. Huh. What about him is not making him follow me at this point? Something about him is incredibly wrong. I hate it when my window animator gets frozen up. He's set to moving. But why is he not physically moving forward? Maybe that might be the problem. Let's see if that helps. It might not be setting the destination. Let's have him hit me again. There we go. That seems to work. Let's try it again. Yep, that was it. The destination was not set. So let's go to enemy movement. There we go. Just as a safety. But let's take a look at enemy combat. Alright. Let's go right to here. Let him swing. Okay, so that still works. Victory. Alright, anyway. Let's save all that nonsense. Save everything. Save project. And I think for the Praesidium, we would want the speed to be a little bit more, so let's put it at 1.3. Because yes, he's going to swing and he's going to hit hard, but I want him to be an actual threat. Because the player can just like rope-a-dope him, then it's not exactly cool. Yeah, because Praesidiums, I want them to be difficult. How about this? They cannot stun. You cannot stun these bastards. Let's go to player weapon. End stats, dot take damage. Take damage. Start coroutine. Hit flash. If hit chance is less than knockback chance. So that means we have to go here. Knockback chance. Where are you? Oh, it's in the stats, duh. Knockback chance 0. That way he cannot be stunned, so he is a threat no matter what. Let's set his health to something high, too. Let's set it to 100. Because I think the melee damage I'm dishing out is a bit much. Let's shift that. I think I had it set pretty high for testing purposes. Player combat. Actually, I think I gotta have it set high, which means Praesidiums are gonna have a lot of health. That's a problem right there. So that means we need to go back into the Praesidium. His attack distance should be set it to. The nav mesh stop distance. Let's set his attack distance to 2.3. Because that is an issue that he has, is that he constantly walks whenever he's just barely out of range. I don't want that to reset because that might crash everything. Alright, so male Praesidium, knockback chance -5. That way the player can never knock him back. That should not be a thing. Let's see. Hit timer. Enemy combat. That might be the issue. Because whenever the player attacks him, that shouldn't be a problem for him to still get thwacked. As a matter of fact, let's test that out again. Ow. Oops. Let's set his sword to something small here. Damage just to 1, so we can test out this nonsense. Yeah, see? That shouldn't be right. Because that knocks out the thing, and that shouldn't be a problem. Well, that's if it's a boss. Else... the bounty trigger. This shouldn't be having a problem like that. Let's look up player combat. That might have something to do with it. Huh. This is the part that the stats are connected to. Wait a minute. Let me collapse everything here. Let's add a capsule collider. There we go. Set it to trigger so it doesn't fuck with anything. Ow. Yeah, because I'm not taking a hit. Why is that? There might be the issue there. Something to do with the player hit boxes. That might be the problem. Let's go to the physics. It's untagged. No. It's going to be under here, project settings. Pull my physics manager over here. Physics. Oh, that's layers, not tags. Enemy weapon and player weapon. That might be the issue. That might be the issue. Okay, so let's set that to enemy weapon and then go to player hitbox nonsense. Light attack. Layer player weapon. Okay, now we can go to the physics and see if that shuts it off. Enemy weapon and player weapon. There, that all should do that. Okay, now let's test that out. They're not supposed to interact with each other at all. So that hit me. Well, that was bad timing. It's still doing it. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? I don't know. I don't get it. Let me check the... That's the early prototype nonsense. This is a problem. Because when the player attacks... Does it turn can damage off when he attacks? This isn't right. Because I'm still supposed to take that damage. Unless that box is getting pushed and moved around. Let's turn gravity off. Let's see if it does it when my back is turned. It only does it when I'm so close to him. Yeah, it only does it when I'm close. Yeah, it only does it when I'm close, so it has nothing to do with the combat script. It has everything to do with the colliders. It has everything to do with the collision that's there. That means I'm going to have to take the Presidium and probably expand him just a little bit. Set the radius. Maybe even shrink it a little bit. Let's try that. Maybe that'll help. Let's get right up in his nuts. No, it has to be expanded. Oh, not the height. That's not the problem. It's the radius. And And then we're going to take the nav mesh, set the radius to the same. That might help. Still doing the same problem. See if that helps. See if that helps at all. I don't think it will. There we go. That actually does help. No, it doesn't. Fuck. Let's take the sword and maybe shrink its collider a little bit. Because I've got it set to the entire damn thing when it doesn't need to be, actually. Let's try that. Seems to be that was the problem there. That seems to be it. Yep, that was it. Okay. It was colliding with itself before it collided with anything else. I get it now. Alright, I got about a few minutes left, I guess. So at least we solved that problem. So that was the issue there. Let's see if we have this. Let's say the Presidium. It's Presidium. Let's apply all. Let's turn him off. And get a skeleton in this mess. I know I've got to change the ghosts, but we'll worry about that at a later date. NPC scripts, monsters, monster objects, undead, monster prefabs. Let's set you out here. Yeah, we might need to shrink the size of the box, but let's check. Let's check. It's doing the exact same thing. Yeah, we need to shrink the size of the box. So let's do that. There we go. Let's copy that. And let's override. Let's see if that helps. Because I don't want the player getting any kind of, good vibes or good feels from this. Still doing it. Why is it doing that? Let's go to the thing again here. Project settings, physics. Enemy weapon shouldn't collide with anything other than the player. Other than the player, that's the only thing it should hit. And let's set that layer to enemy weapon. No. Not that, no. Cancel. Let's go to the straight sword here. And set that to enemy weapon. Because the only thing that should be hitting is the player. The only thing it should interact with is the player. And it's still not doing it. Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm not even hitting the damn thing. What the hell? That's not right at all. Player weapon should not collide with anything. Okay. And we're going to set this to enemy. No, this object only. Player weapon should not collide with enemy weapon. With player weapon. Oh, it should only collide with the player. Enemy weapon. There we go. Enemy should have no physics with anything other than that. Enemy weapon connect with the player. Player weapon connect with enemy. There we go. That should be right. Should be okay. And that's doing it again. Something's not right. That's the problem. Or at least that's part of it. Gauntlets. Head. Legs. Body. Helm. See if that helps. This is not right. I'm going to have to spend some time trying to fix this. This is bugging the shit out of me. There we go. This should be right now. This is not doing what I want it to do. Don't know why that's not working, right? It's hitting me, but fuck. It worked before. What does Sam Hill fuck? You know, let me just go into project settings. Enable all. There we go. Fuck it. There we go. I cannot believe that. I messed up the physics. Anyway, apply all. Let's put the armored skeleton out there. Let's make sure this works. Let's get close. Yep, that still hurts. Alright. Monster prefabs. Base. It's Praesidium. Base skeleton. Second base skeleton. Let's shift the size of this thing. Paste component values. Let's shorten. Let's adjust that one a bit. There we go. It'll still basically function as before, but that's not right. Still not doing right. I might need to increase something here. There. Let's try that. Huh. Set you to enemy. This object only. Enemy weapon. So everything's set. Everything's the exact same. Let's see. Maybe I've got there. That might be the issue right there. Doink. Whoops. Head. Legs. Body. Give him the helm. There we go. See if maybe that's got a thing. Let's turn off this base skeleton A. Okay, so that seems to be working all right. Definitely got to fix the colors there. That's not right. That's not right at all. That might be the goddamn problem there. Alright. Okay. We're going to finish this all off. This is going to be the finishing touch of what we're going to do tonight. That's a major color shift. So we just want the regular rustic undead. Same with you, you motherfucker. That's a problem. See, it doesn't work one time, and I don't know why. That's not right. That's the problem. It's kinematic. Kinematic doesn't make physics hit each other. I keep forgetting that. There we go. Okay. That's the ding-dong problem. It's kinematic. Kinematic is problematic. Kinematic means that it's not... that it disallows the physics from really interacting with each other. And that's problematic. I can't believe I forgot to set that. Alright. Turn you back on. Apply all to the override. Let's try you again. And again, it's not doing it. What the hell? That might be another issue. I have to set the collision detection to continuous. Now let's try. I'm going to be stopping here in a minute. What the fuck? Does the player have a rigid body attached to him? No, that might be the problem. It's right there. That's the problem there. Player weapon, enemy weapon. There, that should be okay right there. They're not supposed to interact with each other. Why? See, it hits him, but half the time it doesn't. We might have to change the animator here and have him swing a little bit slower. It's still doing it. What the hell's the problem here? It only does it moderately. So let's increase the size of this thing. Let's turn the box collider off. That might be a problem. I'm really hoping this works, because this is annoying the absolute shit out of me. folks. Oh, fuck you. Now let's see if this fixes the goddamn problem. You know what? That might have been the problem the whole time because it was colliding with the player all the time rather than doing on trigger enter. Let's try that one more time. Alright, so that works. There we go. Okay. Okay with this. Let's turn him on. Overrides. Apply all. Okay. That satiates me for a little bit. So let's take these two guys. Their overrides are good. Now let's delete them all. That's it for today. I'm frustrated, but I got everything going good. I've got to get ready for tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. Those that did, which admittedly wasn't a lot. Hopefully we get some more traction soon, and we can make all this stuff good and fun. Thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, I've been Chris with AGLgames. You guys take it easy.